So, filmmaking. I got a taste for it about a year ago after following a couple of cool YouTubers for a while. I then got a chance to make a few short films for university, and yes, that's me, pointlessly messing with a camera when that wasn't even my job for that shoot. Typical. So I got myself a cool lens, the lens, and decided to go out on one of the coldest days of the year to film a short sequence of the snow. No plan, no special gear, and a plastic bag over my camera to protect it from the elements. 4 hours later and I was ready to upload, and that's how it all began. I've since been to some cool places, worked with great people, and most importantly learned a lot about filmmaking and making videos, so I'm here to share that with you. The main thing I've learned over the past year is that sound effects add a lot to your content, even if it's just the tiniest of things. So if I show you this clip, and then if I play it again without any sound effects, it seems really weird, right? And that's because we kind of expect sound to be everywhere, and once it's taken away, it's really, really noticeable. So when I look back at some of my old videos now, they seem so empty and silent because all they were visuals and some music. So I really wish I started using sound effects sooner, because they kind of add they add another dimension to your content, and they're key in creating a cinematic environment. So they add that extra layer for the viewer and give them a better idea of what's going on in the video. They kind of draw them further into it all and make the video more immersive. So yeah, building up a soundscape is really important. Number 2 on my list is trying new things. So the stuff you keep doing might look good to you, but to others it might just be like, oh, it's this again. So with my swipey transitions, I use them so much. I literally have entire videos consisting of just that, and now I realised that, you know, that's not the way to do things, and I still use them. I'm going to continue using them because I still think they're cool, but it's time to try new things and add more variety, because that's really important in engaging the viewer. And like, yeah, having your own style is one thing, but then doing something over and over again, over and over again, over and over again doesn't really do you any favours in the long run. A guaranteed way to make your content better is to spend longer on the edit. So when I first started making videos, the very first few I made only took like 2 to 4 hours to edit and upload, and now it all literally takes days. And as annoying and time-consuming as it is, it does kind of allow me to go through everything with a fresh pair of eyes each day. And in theory, that's what makes stuff better. That's what makes videos better. So I think it's really important to pay more attention to the smaller details. This brings me on to my final point of slowing things down a little, because a large chunk of my videos are really, really, really fast-paced, and I admit that they are difficult to follow, and I have realised that now, because it's literally just cut after cut after cut, and yeah, it's important to let the audience breathe for a bit. It's okay to slow down and stop and just focus on 1 or 2 shots for a longer amount of time, and it just adds that extra something to a video, I think, instead of just having like 1, 2, 3 minutes of 1 second long shots. And plus, you don't really have to film that much if you have a slower edit, so it saves you a bit of time as well. So that's it, 365 days later, and I've learned that following others in your field and trying new things is the best way forward. I guess I don't like any of the stuff I did at the start. I don't like a large majority of my stuff, but I'll probably say the same thing about this video in a year's time, and that's okay. Not liking something you once thought was cool is a good thing, because it just means that you're moving on and improving. So yeah, that's it for my 4 things I learned about filmmaking in the past year, and I hope it was useful in some way. If it was, then why not watch some of my other stuff, because you're here already, so why not?